And our first game of the series is going to be on Concealed Hill. Night Elf Mirror, Arc versus HunteR, coming at you right now. And unfortunately, we're not able to see either of these two opponents. I believe HunteR had a bye first game due to Duck. No showing today. Had to forfeit. Hopefully everything is okay with Duck in real life. Hopefully just a scheduling conflict. And then Arc, in the top right, who we just saw, battled his way through Sword Puppy earlier. So Sword Puppy will have another shot at glory tomorrow in the loser bracket. We'll take a look at the loser bracket later after this to see what is next. But what we do know now is HunteR is going Keeper of the Grove, and Arc is going Priestess. So very interesting play from both competitors. Keeper of the Grove going to have a strong early game presence, but Priestess going to have those searing arrows, have that true shot aura. We'll see who pays off. Sending the scout wisps around. Ancient War creeping underway for Arc. Meanwhile, HunteR also getting started. Keeper of the Grove going to be out shortly. Same with the Priestess of the Moon, Miss Tyrande. Cathra's Star Song gonna pick up those gloves of haste. Searing arrows is first to be selected. Keeper of the Grove going to double creep. Gonna take the treants, take this creep down all alone. Meanwhile, the archers will clean up this creep camp with the Ancient of War. Being as efficient as possible, HunteR needs to be careful not to lose this Ancient of War. He needs to eat that tree quickly. Going to be just fine. Archer going to clean that up. Keep the Grove getting a quick level 2. Very well done. Very efficient for Mr. HunteR. Going to need to go pick up the item over here as well. Gets the slippers and the gloves of haste. Arc a little bit behind all of this, not able to split creep like that with the Keeper of the Grove, but for any aspiring Night Elves out there on Concealed Hill, a player's forces are under that was attack. Pretty nice, pretty efficient. With that, HunteR continuing on, moving along on Concealed Hill. Wants to take down the Crab Camp, get up to level 3 as quickly as possible. We're going to get a Tome of Strength. Priestess of the Moon continuing to clean up what is left of the creep camps up northeast. Wisp going on scouting, looking for HunteR. HunteR cleaning this up, going to get an entangled Wisp who will detonate itself. A player's forces are under attack. Priest of the Moon is here, going to snipe down some of these treants. Is here to claim the dust for herself. Will be able to reveal some of those shadow melded units. Also going to take out a critter with the searing arrow. That is one way to put an end to the critter's life. Going to get some searing arrow shots onto the Keeper of the Grove. So much damage early game, especially with the +6 coming from True Shot and the slippers. And Keeper TPing at maybe the wrong moment as player's forces are under attack. Arc going to be able to cancel this Hunter's Hall potentially. And what a timing if he can get this canceled. Gonna take a little bit longer than he would like to get this Hunter's Hall canceled, but it will be pretty valuable. No more Huntresses for Arc, or sorry, for HunteR. Can't keep track of these two Night Elf players. And no more mana for Arc. Arc's gonna need to retreat back, get some more mana for those searing arrows, but Keeper of the Grove was able to take down some of the shop. Ancient Protector going online now to help protect this Hunter's Hall, which will be so invaluable over the rest of the game. requirement for the Ancient Allures and Huntresses. Whatever you want to do, you're going to need a Hunter's Hall to get it done. As now the invisible units of Arc going to try to come in and snipe some of these creeps. Going to get one of the Treants. A nice pick off there. Also able to get the Archer, granting level 3. And now those level 2 entangles going to be so efficient on the Huntresses of Arc. Hunter trying to chip away at one of the Wisps. And with all this, plenty of pressure from Arc to push Hunter back to be able to claim some of these crabs for himself and get the level 3 he's looking for. Those level 2 Searing Arrows going to be quite powerful if he decides to go for those. But could see True Shot or a level 2 trained as well. And Hunter's going to pay a visit and return the favor for the cancellation attempts from Arc earlier. Going to be able to get one of these Ancient of Lures down. Also places down a Sentry Ward. Going to be able to have some nice vision there for the rest of the couple hundred seconds here. Forks has left the game. See you later, Forks. And almost got the Keeper of the Grove. Escaped with 30 health. Not quite able to get the Ancient of Lore. As Keeper of the Grove heading on north.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, maybe Forks went to cast Say So. Okay. Yeah, Forks went to cast Say So versus Mist, so they're going to get started right now. But we're going to stay in here. We started this. Unless you guys want to see Say So instead.
A player's forces are under attack.
Might want to jump out and cast that. Let's see if they started already. They might have started already. Not that I don't want to see this, but Back to Warcraft, I believe, is casting this right now. Forks is doing a Portuguese stream. I don't believe we have any English cast of that game, and Say So is a GNL legend. So if it's available, we could jump in there. But we have a great game in front of us here. Arc versus HunteR. Night Elf Mirror. Even though the strategy is so similar, the hero comp's certainly quite different. And if you want to see Say So versus Mist, head on over to Forks stream. The other semifinal getting started momentarily.
A player's forces are under attack.
And here we are underway. Treants getting summoned, getting to work onto the Huntresses of Arc as HunteR chipping away at the unarmored units here. Getting quite a bit of surface area. Has to move that Naga Sea Witch back. And now the skeletons of Arc showing their strength. Going to get quite a bit of damage onto the Keeper of the Grove of HunteR as he also loops around the south side. Maybe going to consider taking the shop down, but not quite yet.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now Arc wasting little time, going to pull potentially the Ogre Lord and get him stuck in the tavern if he can.
Town is under siege.
Instead, just going to opt to back off for the time being. Keeper of the Grove looking to cancel this Tree of Life up north. And is hoping to get a couple more auto attacks off, but can't get too greedy. Has a staff to get out of here and is under no threat of being stunned. Does get a nice entangle on the Wisp. Gonna TP on out of here, take quite a bit of damage on the way out. But nothing a little Moonwell tap can't fix. Cleaning on up the Southern Expo. Meanwhile, Arc going to finish up the laboratory and maybe pay a visit to HunteR's main base. Which is pretty well defended. Has a nice Ancient Protector here. HunteR's Hall healed up quite a bit. Double Lures online. Got the Bears and Dryads coming. Double Lure also present for Mr. Arc as well. As the first bits of damage going out on the first Bear of HunteR, moving back into safer position. Keeper the Grove backing off, letting the Naga Sea Witch get full XP from this camp. And now finally going to come back to defend home base. Keeper the Grove chipping away at the Dryads, going to secure one of those kills, but Arc moving on over. Gonna TP on out of here immediately. HunteR hopefully trying to take down one Dryad for the ride, but no. Dryad does get back home, does get healed back up. Escapes with just about 20 health. Will escape with its life as HunteR. The red camp still up for grabs, as are both of the red fountains. Big time items available for both of our competitors. Expo is about to come online for Arc. As another battle underway, Keeper the Grove suffering quite a bit of damage. Huntress is also taking a lot of amplified piercing damage. Now the Archer's finally getting some surface area courtesy of some of these Dryads of Arc. Arc moving into pretty good position here. Arc with a supply advantage, getting some good damage onto the Keeper the Grove. Keeper the Grove gets preserved and staffed back home. Now Illusion Bears from HunteR going to play mind games with Arc. But Arc chipping away at what's left of the Dryad backline. Keeper the Grove coming on back. More archers continue to fall, courtesy of Arc. And the Bears of HunteR dealing quite a bit of damage to Arc at the moment. As the HunteR Bears continue chasing down the heroes. The Dryads hoping to loop around, slow some of them down. Nice body blocks on HunteR, but HunteR now has some problems of his own. An entangle onto the Dark Ranger, who does fall. And a nice health potion pop by the Keeper of the Grove, getting into safer position. Both players retreat from one another, sitting at 44 food and 36 food. Arc calls GG. HunteR takes game one. Well played by HunteR. Taking advantage of Arc playing in the coffee shop. We'll take game one. Very nice. It's so tricky casting Night Elf Mirror, because I just constantly forget who is who. And keeping track of red is Arc, yellow is HunteR, can get quite tricky. Going for the same game name. Great. Very easy to handle and manage. Again, if you're looking for Say So versus Mist, Forks is where you're going to find it. The Portuguese stream. Go root on our brother Say So. I hope he does well this tournament. I hope he finds a spot in Dreamhack. But with that in mind, we have Arc versus HunteR. I'm going to game two. All right, and HunteR with a very nice game one, able to secure what could be his first step to the Dreamhack Regional Finals. We're going to settle this on Amazonia. I'm always so surprised how close you could build an Ancient War to not aggro the creeps. Look at the distance there. What was that, 200? That's crazy. Not taking as much of a risk on this side. Maybe the aggro range is a little different on the south side of the map, but HunteR going for the Keeper of the Grove again. This time a Demon Hunter from Arc. Very interesting. Or actually, HunteR went Priestess of the Moon last time, didn't he? So switching to Keeper of the Grove. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter, the hero of choice for Arc, going to work on this initial Renegade camp. Does bait the Lightning Shield. Wisp, Ancient of War, has the 2 units surrounding the Archer. Is it going to be able to bait the Lightning Shield? Very well done. Same down here. Lightning Shield baited by Mr. HunteR. Also going to try to take down this opponent, Wisp, who's going to get a detonate off onto the Treant. Demon Hunter starting to go to work on the remainder of the creep camp. Meanwhile, Apprentice Wizards starting to chip away at the Ancient of War.
A player's forces are under attack.
Does get the level 2 with the Wisp kill. And Keeper the Grove continuing to press on forward. Treants being summoned. Lightning Shield in effect. As it dissipates, HunteR going to continue to clean up this camp. Get entangle. As Darkweaver the Demon Hunter heading on down south to see what awaits him down there. And Arc potentially has to deal with this inconvenience very shortly. But maybe just planning on coming down, getting some harassment. Will TP back and take care of that. For the time being,
A player's forces
he will be
are
under constant attack from the creeps. He'll be able to last quite a while. It's only doing 3 damage at a time. So it doesn't have to attend to it for a while. Now that it's nighttime, Ancient's starting to regenerate some health. It's not in any immediate danger. Demon Hunter has plenty of surface area on these archers who are just going to tap these Moonwells for the time being. Nice entangle by HunteR there. No more entangles available unless you want to tap that Moonwell. Get some mana, but you're going to save it for the Archer instead. Demon Hunter continuing to put some pressure onto the Archers of HunteR, who just continue to be microed back in no immediate threat. Arc going to get a cancel. The Demon Hunter continues to take quite a bit of damage. He needs to be careful here. Doesn't want to take too much damage. Going to grab the Boots of Speed and the Dust. Going to be able to outrange this for now. Ancient of War has had enough. Is going to get up and deal with this. Go eat a tree. While HunteR continues moving forward with the Keeper of the Grove, looking to get level 3. Demon Hunter back home, dropping all the items, maximizing the mana regen. And a Hunter's all going down right near the lab, going to give constant access to the lab. Keeper of the Grove, quite weak, needs to be careful, does not want to get caught out. Get mana burned by this Demon Hunter, who is now conveniently right here. Gets back to the Moonwells just in time, not even needing to tap them yet. Just going to tap 1. Gets a nice cancel. Demon Hunter in pretty good position. Gets the mana burn. Lightning Shield used on the Archer. And Keeper of the Grove has the Dust. Going to be able to reveal it. And Keeper of the Grove needs to be very careful right now. Where will he TP? TP's up north. Is going to be able to get a mana burn and a surround and a kill. Arc able to take down the Keeper of the Grove. And a really nice timing and nice push on HunteR here. Maybe turning the whole game around just like that. Demon Hunter taking quite a bit of damage, has a TP to get out of here if he needs to, and an additional Dust. HunteR buys the Shredder, who's going to help out with this push. Ancient of War falls as well. Demon Hunter has plenty of speed to get on out of here, and a TP insurance policy just in case. Keeper of the Grove back in the queue. Double lures coming up. Single lure. But another one being built immediately by Arc. Both players have the same plan in mind. Going up to tier 3 is Arc. HunteR not quite there yet. Might not have the economy to do so. And that Keeper of the Grove kill starting to snowball in Arc's favor. Shredder getting to work needs to get a little bit more lumber, and will be helpful to defend any Demon Hunter pushes that returned. Naga Sea Witch will be the second hero for Arc. He's going to work on creeping this Naga Sea Witch up to level 3, getting that level 2 Forked Lightning. Going to be so powerful. While Demon Hunter is prowling on the perimeter, going to certainly mana burn this Keeper of the Grove as soon as he comes out. Just keep the Keeper in his base. If he can do that and get his Naga Sea Witch up to level 2, level 3, he's going to be way ahead. Gets a nice entangle onto the Demon Hunter and a nice diamond surround, 4-point surround onto Arc.
A player's forces are under attack.
Arc should have plenty of time to get out of this surround. No immediate threat there. Also has the staff and TP. So there's plenty of avenues to get back home. Going to get a nice mana burn, but the Tree of Aegis now doing tons of damage. Demon Hunter gets out just in time. He was one melee attack from that Tree of Ages from death. Naga Sea Witch well on the way to level 3. Demon Hunter going to let her solo creep.
A player's forces
Meanwhile,
are under
Hunter
attack.
still stuck on single hero right now. Also on tier 2. Not yet training the tier 3 upgrades. So we're going to have bears on the side of Arc well before we see any bear presence or pressure from Hunter, who decides to go Demon Hunter second. Wants to counter burn with burn, fight fire with fire. The Demon Hunters continuing to burn one another, although Arc's Demon Hunter quite stronger than Hunter's. Naga Sea Witch is here looking to get some cold arrows and Forked Lightning. Needs to be really careful with that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter falls to 60 health so quickly. Has to TP back. Forked Lightning from the Naga Sea Witch as Arc returns home. Hunter now has some breathing room to take down the rest of this natural expo. Arc recouping, does have the rejuve, doesn't want to waste any of the Moonwell juice, healing up when he has rejuve. Smart usage of rejuve there versus the Moonwells. Lesser experienced players might have just panicked and tapped the Moonwells, but if you stay calm, composed, you could be way more efficient. And Naga Sea Witch going to be able to claim nice invuln pot for herself. Gets the level 3 that she's looking for and is going to take.
The town is under siege.
Hasn't taken anything yet. Imagine we'll see some level 2 Forked Lightning for some more nuke action. Wars going out for the Archers and the Sea Witch. Level 2 Forked Lightning is selected. There it is. Mana burns back and forth, back and forth. No more mana burns available for the Demon Hunter of Arc. Of Hunter. And now finally, Bears in production, fully upgraded. Looking to get bear upgrades himself. Hunter a little bit behind, has the bears in the queue, but needs to wait a little bit longer to get the master training. So no bears online yet, but plenty of druids of the claw. Demon Hunter does get the level 3, now can match the 100 mana burn cadence of Arc. If he can just get that Keeper to level 3, they'll be just about even. No dispels yet
Players' forces are under attack.
needed. You do have one Dryad capable of getting some dispels on the Entangle and on the Treants. Might need another Dryad or two to help deal with that. Dispel pretty expensive. As rejuves across all of the bear front line, healing each other up to full, effortlessly taking down these creep camps. As these two may clash, getting caught slightly out of position there. So much mana on the Naga Sea Witch, 510 mana. Has so much Forked Lightning left in stock, with only a little bit of mana buff. Nice mana burns going off from Arc, and a vicious forked lightning onto the back line of simply HunteR. HunteR needs to get into position here, getting rejuves out on the front line. Bears and the heroes needs to prepare for this onslaught from Arc. Arc wants to get this series all tied up and take this to game 3. It all comes down to this. Dreamhack is on the line. Who is going to find their way there? And we have some bear-on-bear combat. Arc wants to take down this Hunter's Hall. Not going to be able to get it just yet. Doesn't want to overstay his welcome. Take down that Hunter's Hall would be quite a big takedown. Now focusing onto the Bears and Tangle, onto the Bears of Arc coming from HunteR. Very little mana on any of the heroes right now, courtesy of the Demon Hunters. And it's just melee attack mayhem from the Bears, from the Shredders. Dryads continuing to go to work too. Staffs of Preservation off cooldown. Not able to get what he's looking for there. Arc pulling slightly ahead here in food count, but has to be the one to TP back home. Staffing some Bears back to safety, minimizing the losses. Going to bring Bears back with 4 health, 176 health. Look at all of these wounded units ready to get rejuved, healed back up. Just with a little bit more mana, will be rejuved back up to full. Minimize any losses or XP transfers over to HunteR. HunteR wasting no time, getting right back to work, getting that Keeper of the Grove up to level 3 and taking level 2 Treants. Feels that there's not enough Dryad opposition to handle and deal with these Treants, and it might be the better play versus Entangle. Treant's going to be caught out of position here and will be fed into the army of Arc, choosing to instead sacrifice themselves to the Golem camp. Golem's going to work on the Treants, take them down. Will not be given to Arc.
A player's forces are under attack.
Gonna pull the Golem camp a little north and try to claim the big daddy item from the Granite Golem. Meanwhile, HunteR resting for the time being. Every second he waits, Arc potentially getting some big advantages here, and the Cloak of Flames going to go to the Demon Hunter. Now permanent level 1 Immolation. Circlet dropped for nobody because no one has room for it. But the Nagasiwitch going to exchange it for a Mantle of Intelligence. Nice pickup there. +2 on the other stats as well. Only losing out on 1 intellect point. Dropping the Preservation Staff, saving all the units HunteR can as he retreats back home. Both players not wanting to push upkeep. Staying at 50 food. And Arc does not want to get caught in that corner down there. That would be a very bad position for Arc. Don't want to fall into this trap. You're going to be forced to TP out if you get stuck. Pushing the Bears forward. 1 Dryad going to start with the Envenomed Spears onto the Treants. Not using any of this spell yet. Wants to save the spell potentially for Rejuve. Entangle's going out onto the Bears. Bears finally getting some surface area onto the Treants, but neither wants to press forward. Both poking instead. Nice forked lightning going off, killing the Wisp, and a couple damage onto the Bears as well. Getting some damage onto the Treants. Demon Hunter into the front lines here. Cloak of Flames dealing tons of damage to the Bears. Focus fire on the Bear. 1 Bear of HunteR's does fall. Demon Hunter getting focused down, getting tons of damage from the Keeper of the Grove and the Dryads. Needs to be careful. Demon Hunter doesn't have a ton of health left. Also, the Demon Hunter of HunteR getting focused down. Pops some sort of healing capability there. Demon Hunter so close to falling, does fall, and TP's out Arc, wanting to get out and minimize the losses as HunteR's Demon Hunter falls. 66 food army of Arc retreats back home. Will rejuve themselves back up to full and be ready for a second push. Buys the Clarity Potion, has quite a bit of mana to recoup. 555 to be exact. Demon Hunter heads back down to claim the Mantle of Intelligence that was dropped there earlier. Gonna sell it, buy a Scroll of Protection. Gonna really like some extra armor for this next push. Rejuve's going out on all the Bears, getting healed back up to full. as the immolation continues to strike all of his enemies. Gets that level 5. Demon Hunter getting into very scary territory.
Under attack.
Metamorphosis can turn the game around in an instant. Gets the level 3 mana burn. Will be able to burn the Keeper's mana completely in just 2 mana burns. Just about. Just needs to exercise caution, as all of that moon juice used to replenish that Keeper's mana could be gone in seconds. And going to start playing mind games, putting the illusion bears right up front. And seeing 12 bears, you must know some of them are illusions, and you must know they're here, all clumped up. But now, like a game of cups, they're being shuffled around. The shell game trying to confuse HunteR, who now has no longer visibility, can shuffle these bears around, does so, does not want it to be obvious which are the illusion bears. And here we go, nice forked lightning onto the Demon Hunter to start things off. So many bears for Arc, pushing forward. 70 food army of bears, a couple illusion bears in there as well. And it is clawing time in the middle here. Bear on bear action. Demon Hunter has a nice rejuve. Would love to get that dispelled from one of these Dryads. Cloak of Flames doing so much work onto the Demon Hunter of HunteR. As the Demon Hunter presses on back, gets healed up. Bears continuing to claw down one another. HunteR's had enough, calls GG. Arc ties it up. I'm assuming we have the same game name. Yes, we do. And what a series we have on our hands. We are all tied up. Arc, HunteR, splitting it 1 apiece. And we're going to the final game. Winner here takes all of the glory. Winner here moves on to Dreamhack Regionals. That's where you want to be. That's where the group stage starts and where you get your chance at the cash, at the glory. Who is going to take it? Say So and Mist might not be played here. They're played right now on Fork's stream. They got started a little late, and we were hoping to catch both of those games, but unfortunately will not be able to. So Say So on Fork's stream in Portuguese. So brush up on your Portuguese. And just waiting for our players to ready up, and we're going to get started. And here we go. The much anticipated Game 3 between HunteR and Arc. Night Elf Mirror winner moves on to Dreamhack. It all comes down to this. Who is going to move on to the group stage? We're going to find out on Autumn Leaves. And it is so nice to see, even though it's a Night Elf Mirror, different hero compositions, different hero choices. Keeps the matchup fresh, keeps it exciting. Question is, we've seen different heroes every map. Demon Hunter first, Priestess first, Keeper first, Naga Sea Witch second, Demon Hunter second. We've seen it all. Question remains, what will happen this time around? And Yeah, Bear. It was very scary. A lot of Bear action. Might see it again. Bear's so strong. Demon Hunter will be first for HunteR. Priestess of the Moon. So we've seen it all. We've seen Keeper Demon, Keeper Priestess, and now Demon Priestess. So very interesting selection of heroes. For each game, it's been different. We like to see that. Keeps things fresh, keeps things interesting.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ancient of War creeping, getting started for Mr. Arc. Wasting no time. Priest of the Moon will be out shortly to clean this up with some searing arrows. And same thing goes for the Demon Hunter of HunteR back at the Expo. Gonna get a nice Mantle of Intelligence and a Tome of Knowledge. Meanwhile, the Priestess got an unfortunate Ring and Arc lagging out. Potentially, this would be quite unfortunate, but I guess the silver lining here would be if you're gonna drop, now's the time when we can regame. Neither player has any definitive advantage at the moment. And this may be due to the environment Arc is in. I believe he is at a coffee shop right now and maybe lost a little bit of internet. Actually, very surprised he's been able to do this well and be this stable throughout. But looks like we may be going to a regame. If he does drop, looks like that will be the case. We will let someone else do the honors of dropping Mr. Arc.
Are under attack.
There it goes. And we're going to go to a regame, I am sure. As a result of that. Not sure if Arc has lost internet or what. But we're going to have to go to the judges to see what they say. Arc on his phone, it looks like now, so not sure if he has completely lost internet on a hotspot. What he is doing, what is happening. Possible Arc lost internet. I don't think he's home. And that would be very unfortunate. Not the way you want to see this end. Come here, buddy. Hopefully Arc can make a comeback and be able to finish this off the right way. We don't want to see it end like this. Not like this. Definitely not like this. Let's go see the other matchup. I believe Forks is streaming it. The Portuguese stream. Yep, and he is in the middle of Mist versus Say So. And we'll tune into that while we wait. So we'll tune into this while we kind of wait and see what's next. But yes, unfortunately he has disconnected. And we are restreaming Forks at the moment.
Teleporte, eu imagino que deve
So rooting on our boy Say So. He said internet is dead. But trying to get it fixed. So unfortunately, looks like Ark has a little internet outage at the moment. And in the meantime, we're going to try to cast the rest of Say So's match versus Mist. I just want to make sure it's working. I think it is. And we're going to pay attention to Discord here, make sure we don't miss out on anything. But in the meantime, due to some slight unfortunate technical difficulties, we're going to have... Oh boy, what happened here? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. What is going on? What is going on? There we go. Here we are. I'm not sure the state of this series right now, but the winner goes on to Dreamhack. That we know. We will stay tuned in the lobby, and hopefully Mr. Ark, his internet gets resolved. His internet issues. But we're gonna lay on back. We're gonna watch this game together. And again, head on over to twitch.tv/ForkXX to catch this game from the Portuguese perspective. Looks like internet is back, same game name, so we might be back in play here. It looks like we are. I'm really glad to hear Ark's back in on the action here. All good, Mr. Ark. All good. But we're going to keep watching this matchup while we wait for Ark versus HunteR to get back and restarted and regamed. But we're not going to have to wait too much longer because these boys are ready to go. They both want to be in Dreamhack Regionals. And with that, let's get everything reset up. Right back here. All right, and we are regaming this, starting fresh from the top. Ark versus HunteR, Game 3, a regame from Game 1, back on Autumn Leaves. We're going to try this one more time, going to Autumn Leaves. Right, and not quite sure what the rule set is here. I believe they spawned in the same spot, but I don't know if you have to take the same hero. Demon Hunter is selected for HunteR, just like last game, and Priest of the Moon going to Ark, just like last game. So maybe that is a rule, or maybe that's just what they want to do on this map. But we will see a repeat of the early game of last game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Here we are. Ancient War creeping yet again underway after a slight setback.
The town is under siege.
Same down here. Hunter getting started. We'll have the Priestess and the Demon Hunter respectively coming out to aid their creeping efforts and going for the same exact creep camps from earlier in the game. Priestess this time gets a Gloves of Haste. And a Gauntlet of Ogre Strength going to the Demon Hunter. Priest is going to be able to get some harassment done here with the Searing Arrows. But will be chased back.
A player's forces are under attack.
I think there's an earthquake at my house right now because my monitor is shaking. And there is no cats on my desk. So yeah, definitely some sort of earthquake. I think I'm getting a text message about it too. Yeah. Definitely a small earthquake just happened. That's what happens in when you're out here.
A player's forces are under attack.
That was interesting. Add some excitement to the Night Elf Mirror early game. And if I turned my camera on, you might have seen that the feed shake. Never been an earthquake before. Quite unsettling. This was a small one, but you know, the big ones are very scary.
A player's forces are under attack.
Demon Hunter wants to take down this Ancient of War. Prevent it from training any Huntress is going to bring the Wisps in. Knows that he needs to bring these in to save the Ancient of War, or else it will fall to the auto attack damage of the Demon Hunter. Does get the level 2 he's looking for. Priestess of the Moon going to chip away at some of these archers. Searing Arrows so strong. Do take quite a bit of mana though. About 6 mana per shot.
A player's forces are under attack.
Demon Hunter getting some good auto attacks out onto the Wisps. Sticking around, does not want to retreat back home. Wants to get as much value as he can while he's here.
A player's forces are under attack.
And finishing up these creep camps, archers well equipped to just handle what's going on here back at the Troll Trapper camp. Couple shadow melded archers at the expos. Priestess level 1. Arc really wanting to get that level 2 with the True Shot Aura. Get that range DPS boost. Demon Hunter getting started on the Gnolls and the Wolves. Demon Hunter well on the way to level 3. Gets the cloak. Gonna give him some Shadow Meld that he does not get by default. He's not a female Night Elf. Shadow Meld only goes to the females. The Huntresses, the Archers, the Priestess, the Warden. And a nice 4-point surround there. Demon Hunter is going to be stuck and potentially have to burn a scroll this early. What a diamond surround by Arc is now just going to camp in the Shadow Meld. Demon Hunter is stuck here for however long Arc wants it to be stuck for. And Arc ain't going anywhere. Arc's got all day. Pops the invis. Going to get back to work on the Demon Hunter. Gets the Goblin Tinker. Going to help out a little bit here. Goblin Tinker going to take quite a bit of damage. Very interesting turn of events. Great surround there by Arc. A Tinker here to help with the defense. Potentially help with a push as well. Moving on up to tier 2. Meanwhile, HunteR moving all the way to tier 3 right away. quite a bit behind is Ark's tech. But opting for the double Ancient of War push, wanting to get that Tree of Life a little bit closer. Just a smidge closer to be able to entangle that gold mine. Maybe just a little bit too far away last time. And you could hear the Tinker's minions. Ancient Wonder's finally coming down. I wonder how effective this Tinker will be. Going to be able to help with the Pocket Factory here. Tinker in the front, trying to get some damage to these Huntresses. Meanwhile, the Clockwork Goblin's going to be able to come in and do some damage themselves. Tinker just got obliterated by all of the Huntresses. And maybe HunteR double just rethinking his decisions of buying that Tinker. Do not seem to be that strong of an early game presence. I've personally never really been a fan of the Tinker. But I know it's definitely very effective in the hands of a skilled player. And oh no, not again. Oh, phew. Arc back. That would have been troublesome. Nice mana burn onto the Priestess. That is how many less arrows? 15?
Town is under siege.
20 less, 15 to 20 less arrows, searing arrows, just from that 100 mana alone. This Hunter's caught out of position, will pay the price. Courtesy of the Tinker. Meanwhile, Ark gonna clean up the Ogre Magi camp effortlessly here. And be able to take a nice potion of invulnerability as consolation prize. Simply HunteR gonna take down the Wolf camp as well with some much needed breathing room from the early pressure of Ark. Robe of the Magi going to go out to the Tinker, who's going to enjoy that mana boost and attack damage increase. As Ark looking to make a very deadly mass Huntress push right now. Has the tier 2. No Ancient of Lores online yet. Just continuing with the Huntress push and maybe a miss rally back there. Going right for the Tree of Eternity. This would be a huge pickoff if he can get this. But Ark gonna TP back. Does not want to get caught out of position. Unfortunately, a couple Huntresses going to be left behind here. Maybe a little bit too far back. And if he pays the price for all these Huntresses, it could be pretty detrimental. Gonna try to take as many Wisps along for the ride, but these Huntresses are eventually going to fall. The Archers very well equipped to deal with them. Just like that, Ark down to 40 supply, with HunteR up to 48 on the tier 3. Gonna have to replant these Ancient of Lores down, get back to production. And is this Tree of Life finally able to entangle that gold mine? And HunteR now finally in a position to chip away and take down this Expo. This is what he's been waiting to do with this Tinker. Will have enough DPS to take it down, but is going to have to deal with the backline harassment of Ark, and the Huntresses needs to get in better position here. Pocket Factor going to be disabled quickly. Level 4 awarded to the Priestess is the only hero on the board right now for Ark. And Ark needs to get some damage done to these bears now who are on the field for HunteR. The bear's going to be vicious against these Huntresses. Does get the staff on the Tinker. And these bears have so much health. No staff on the Priestess either. Staff currently on cooldown for the Demon Hunter, so any unit that is near death will die. for another 13 seconds, but Arc not able to close any of those kills at the moment yet. So, potentially able to get this Archer down if you can get there. Does get one more Archer. And a 51 food to 49 food. Army simply versus Arc in a really interesting situation right now. I'd have to think HunteR has quite a lead with the tech advantage. But Priestess of the Moon, all the way up to 4.5. You got to imagine a level 6 Priestess. She's just racking up the XP right now, going to level 5 with this battle. If she could take down a couple extra units, still just Huntresses on the field for Arc. Arc choosing this is the way he wants to get it done. Mass hunts, Old Faithful. And now Bears going to town on the Huntresses. Huntresses going to town on the Bears. Scroll protection pop from the Priestess of Arc. And that extra damage, extra defense is necessary. The Zeppelin now in the field for HunteR, who's going to be able to pick up some of these injured Bears without a staff. Staff off cooldown for the Demon Hunter, so going to be able to bring a Bear back if necessary. Tinker now level 3. We'll be able to push back a lot of these hunts as the Zeppelin has a lot of wounded Bears on board. And Arc would just love to kill that Zeppelin over the trees right now. We just love that. So a nice cluster rockets from simply HunteR. HunteR starting this battle off with a bang, as the Huntresses do want to go to town on the Ancient of War and get some auto attack damage onto the Demon Hunter as well, who's not able to evade any of those auto attacks yet. Going to take down the Ancient of War. That grants Arc level 5 on the Priestess. Priestess scaling quite scarily right now. Has the level 3 True Shot Aura, granting extra +6 damage to all of the Huntresses. Zeppelin back in the face of Arc. Gonna get a couple searing arrow shots on the Zeppelin, but Zeppelin going to be backed up just enough. And will it be enough? Will just Archers and Hunts be enough for Arc? Still on tier 2, still only 2 Ancient of Wars. Still massing hunts. Arc definitely has the supply advantage at 68. He's got the level 5 Priestess, but he's going up against a level 4.5 Demon Hunter and a fresh level 3 Tinker, who has level 2 Cluster Rockets.
A player's forces are under attack.
Cluster Rockets get real strong, and it's going to give him the stun capability to deal with that Starfall if Priestess decides to go Starfall. So nice hero selection from HunteR. And a nice surround on the Tinker as well. Staff is on the DH, so not in any immediate danger. Going to be staffed out by the Demon Hunter. Takes care of the Pocket Factory and pushes on back to the Expo. Did get the Zeppelin repaired back to full, courtesy of the Wisp. War is now out, starting with a nice cluster rockets right into the middle of the Huntress army. Priestess focus firing onto the Zeppelin. Zeppelin taking quite a bit of damage, trying to get the Zeppelin be a thing of the past. Another scroll protection onto the Huntress's Zeppelin. Injured Zeppelin coming back into the game. It does get destroyed and pushes the army back of Arc. Arc calls GG, and HunteR is moving on to Dreamhack.